So, I have another crazy abandoned video for you guys today because we are back on the road trip again. We are here on our second day on the road trip with Josh, Rob from RnK, and Max Powers from Chicago, you guys already know. So today we're at an abandoned school that dates all the way back to the 1960s. This is back in a time when segregation was still a thing, and that plays a really big role in this school's history because this was actually the first school for African American children in the entire state. Basically, there was this one guy who was very, very dedicated and passionate about bringing education to the African American population in this area. He gathered the support of many, many people, and he actually built this one school specifically for African American children. So, from what I'm reading online, the school was actually opened in the early 1900s, and in 1919, literally only 2 decades, the school actually gained such a crazy large population of African American students that it ended up getting overcrowded. Now we hear about overcrowding in places like asylums and sanitariums, but never really in schools. The problem was that, again, the education just wasn't there for African American people back during the time of segregation. So they were just piling people in here trying to get this place going and trying to get as much education to these people as possible and spread the word that they were trying to do good things. So years went by at this school, decades, and basically everyone that came here got their academic education, which is awesome, and they were told that if they worked hard enough, if they were willing to put in the work and the effort, that they would eventually succeed in whatever it is that they want to do in life. That was a very big message for the people back in the 1960s and the 70s and stuff like that. Life was very difficult for African American people. That's just what I've learned in school growing up and whatnot, but that is the fact of the matter. And this school basically made it easier for these kids, these young adults, these young men and women to get out into the world and make something of themselves. Unfortunately, in 1969, the guy who originally came up with the idea for the school passed away. I don't know when this school actually closed, but I'm gonna just assume that since it's an old building, they just kind of merged it in with a different school somewhere else in the area, and that was the end of the school. It's basically been abandoned maybe close to 20 years if I had to take a guess, but that's the history on this place. It's a very prominent figure in the history of this area, and we're gonna go and explore it and document it, so let's go. Alright guys, so we are here at this abandoned school. This is one of the hallways. That's our buddy Jack down there. I'll introduce him in a bit. But look at how long these hallways are and all the lockers lined up. Or it makes me feel like I'm back in middle school again. It was exactly like this too. By the way guys, this is our boy Jack Explorers. This dude is taking us all around and he's showing us this school, so link in the description for him. Make sure you go give him a follow.
Thanks, man. Here we are at the Medi Sir.
All right, I like that. Sounds like it catches, like it flows.
I know, it's a catchy game, right?
Yeah. But no, seriously, this is probably some kind of medical class. Maybe it was like their health education or something like that. It actually could have been a media room too. I mean, look at that TV right there. It's hard to tell what these places could have been without the signs on the doors and everything, because it's all basically empty. Bunch of papers just left lying around. Books.
The back of this bookshelf is worn up. No, that's the wood.
Oh yeah. Look at all the books left behind though. Very old. Oh, is these report cards?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Report cards, guys. We love seeing these. This kid got a lot of D's. Holy crap.
It's okay. This one got a B.
That's a lot of report cards, though. A lot of information left behind.
Date entered 9/3/1964.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. What a find.
They dropped out in 66.
Poor dude.
Yeah.
Over here, you got these 2 rooms. This one doesn't look like it has much, but over here, another random bookshelf with some books on it. By the way, guys, we are on the 2nd floor of this school. It's a 2-story school. And we're basically just gonna work our way down because the best room in this place is the auditorium/theater. That'll be the last thing I show you guys, and it is really, really cool. So stick around. We're gonna go see the chemistry room, but first look at this staircase. This is dope. I love the big window right there and all the peeling paint, guys. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's actually funny, the window is almost shaped like a crucifix. Back again with our boy Hyatt Zack. You already know, one of our 2 chaperones here today. Link in the description for him as well. This is one of the chemistry rooms that Jack was talking about. This must have been where the teacher was doing, showing off how to do the experiments, whatnot. And the students had their long tables all lined up here. There were probably 4 tables because of these things here. There's 4 of those. That way the tables could run long and there would be proper drainage, because in biochemistry, you would have a sink so that you could, wash your hands, wash your equipment, whatever, while you're doing your experiments. More lockers running all the way down this massive hallway. There's something about school hallways, dude. They just look really cool. And it's nostalgic too, because I graduated from high school almost 3 years ago now, and every time I'm in an abandoned school, it just brings me back to when I was in school, Ooh, this room is cool. This is the one that he was excited about. I'll get out of Zach's shot in 1 second. I just gotta show this off. Look at that. And I absolutely love, you can see our footprints in here too, but I absolutely love how the moss is growing on the floor inside of the building. It's absolutely insane how nature will just literally come and take anything over. It did once belong to her, so Mother Nature will reclaim what's hers. Encyclopedias?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Those are really thick books, too. Look at that, guys. Even more in here, too. Damn, they got the old-fashioned bubbler. Look at that. Back in where I'm from, we call it a bubbler, but here they call it a water fountain. It's crazy exploring different parts of your own country. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'm from the United States. I'm from the East Coast, and it's actually weird how I refer to things differently than some people do, like the bubbler, the water fountain, whatever. There's just different slang, and it's cool because I'm immersing myself in a new culture, even though I'm not in a new place technically. I'm still in America. I'm just in a different part of America, and it's opening my eyes to the way that things are elsewhere. It's just cool. Getting out of your comfort zone, experiencing new things, travel life, So, we're gonna head down to the first floor right now. We're almost done, about halfway. So we are now on the second floor. It's actually technically the first floor, but we have to make sure that we see everything because there's a basement here too, so we're just gonna make sure that we get everything. Let's check this out. This looks like a bathroom. Yep, look at that, tile intact and everything. Perfect. Out of order. Of course it is. We see a lot of mice droppings everywhere. So, this place during the summertime must be full of rats and mice and everything. But that's okay. Sometimes I wish I could go back to school, guys. But then again, I don't. A lot of these rooms are just empty, but it's still cool nonetheless. Some writing on the chalkboard. Obviously other explorers. If you think a school is old because they have a chalkboard, they're even older because they have this. You don't see these anymore. Nowadays it's all smart boards and stuff. Some schools even just teach you on an iPad. Things are so different now. These asbestos floor tiles, man, they're popping up. I know Rob is down there, I can hear him talking. So I'm reading this door and I can kind of make out the letters. This, if you guys can see, that says home ec. So home education. I don't know what they would have taught in here. I barely even know what home ec actually is. I just know that I've heard it before. Creepy. Some people left stickers on their lockers when they left. Apparently somebody left their sweatpants. It's weird. You would think that you would make sure that you have all your stuff, but I don't know. Things are always left behind in these places. You just never know. Oh, okay. Room number 110. All right, 110 is the best. You know why? Because it's got these. Now, I was actually really hoping that I was going to see some desks, and I got to see them. Not only that, but I got to see these old-fashioned ones. They even got the freaking slot for your pencil. So cool. I wonder what the average size class was back in the day, because there's only like 8 desks here, and nowadays you can cram like 30 kids into a room, which is weird. Everybody learns differently, but I was always a visual learner. I needed to see it happen in order for me to be able to do it. I wonder if those kind of things were existing back in the day. Man, some of these rooms are just really trashed. I mean, first you got those sad-looking fans up there, very upset that the building is closed. And then it just gets worse. I mean, you got a bunch of water damage. There's mold growing, moss, and look at all that. Crazy decay, but it's all natural decay. I haven't even seen any graffiti in this place yet. It's awesome. This used to be the front entrance right here, and now it's just closed and forgotten about. It's absolutely crazy. But here we are, first floor. It's a lot darker down here than it is on the second and third floor. Let's explore. Ooh, a secret crawl space? What? Oh, okay. So while I'm looking for the classroom, I'm coming across the cafeteria. I mean, first off, they got a piano over there in the corner. And then it just opens up into this long hallway. Let's see what the deal is over here. Okay. So I'm assuming they would come up here, maybe start a line over here, walk down, get your food, blah, 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 and then head on back to your table, wherever you were sitting. I wonder how many laughs this room once held, how many good times. This is where you would come for your friends and just like chill out and be able to get away from your studies. This was your solace area, your like recess basically. So first floor has all the offices. You know, you would have your principal's office, your nurse's office, stuff like that. Everyone's clothes are still here. Shoes in this box right there. It's crazy. All this stuff is left behind. It's like they just forgot it all and just up and left. Seemingly for no reason. I can't find any information. That can't be the classroom, but there is a lot. It is super dark. And here, another whole classroom, all lined up with desks. Looks like most of the classrooms are on the first floor. I mean, obviously there were classrooms on the second floor as well, but I mean, the first floor has the classrooms with most of the stuff inside. I just tripped over the carpet. Huh. This is the chorus room that Jack was telling me about. So for those of you that don't know what chorus is, it's basically where they teach you to sing. They had 3 levels, because that's how a choir lines up. There's usually people on one level, then the next, and then another one. And yeah, they would be singing, having a good time, jamming out. I just gotta see this one office area. We definitely know that this was like a principal's office. This was probably it right here. Yup. This is where you would go if you did something bad. They send you right to the principal's office. Has anyone watching ever been sent to the principal's office? I feel like that happened to me a couple times. I was never a super bad kid, but yeah, I've been sent there a couple times and it wasn't good. So we've covered basically everything except the auditorium right in front of me. I'm gonna show you guys right now. It's the best part about this whole school, 100%, hands down. Let's see. All the seats are still here. Everything, even the curtains on the windows, on the stage. All right, so I'm stepping up on the stage real quick. Look at these losers. They don't know anything. But I know that this is a dope theater, for sure. Let's go behind. Just check it out really quick so I can get out of their shots. Got some weird, like, netting right here with some music, crescendo notes or something right there. All the curtains. Still here. And I'm not gonna bother going back here because the floorboards are rising and you know, I don't really feel like dying, so that's just not gonna happen. Man, look at how close we are to the ceiling. It is right there. I love the view from the top almost as much as I love the view from the bottom. It's just a nice freaking view. So me and Rob, we're just chilling out here on like some kind of random patio. But I wanted to point out, because Rob mentioned that one little piece of brick right there. It's literally just like the school is starting to cave over to one side. Even the walls inside the school are peeling and everything. It's crazy. This is a really old school. It's like, what, over 100 years old?
I'm pretty sure it is, but it's been sitting here for almost 20 years. And with the roof decaying like it is, and the outside obviously shifting like it shows, I don't know, man. It looks like it's definitely 100 years old. The outside looks like a very old school. Did you see any dates on this?
I think it was built in 1879.
Wow.
This building right over here is a gym, and there's a scoreboard in there. I just want to get in there and check it out. We're trying to find our way over there. I'm sitting here and I'm like, what, the school doesn't have a gym? But we found it. We have to go into a different building to try to see it. So that's what we're looking for. So I'm walking down the stairs and I'm looking at this thing, this metal thing, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then it occurred to me when I got down here, that was for handicapped people. I have never seen one of these in a school. I mean, I've seen them on like TV and stuff for like elderly people inside their houses, but I've never seen that in a school before. So it just goes all the way up and helps the handicapped students get up the stairs. There's even one down there too. Ooh, there's a freaking dead bird here. It's nasty. He's all skeletalized and everything. Alright guys, so I made it inside the gym, and let me tell you, this place is dilapidated, completely destroyed. Obviously it's all water damage and natural decay. I'm walking on the ceiling because it's all fallen. Somehow the basketball nets are still hung up. It's so weird to be in here by myself. And to think there used to be so many kids in here at one time, and a teacher, physical education, sports games, things like that. And here I am. What's weird about this gym too is that it's a tiled floor, which is really weird. I mean, usually in gyms you see like hardwood floors and stuff, like very shiny. So Rob found his way in here.
Yeah, I busted open a door.
There you go. I mean, guys, it's not that hard. This place is completely destroyed. I don't think anyone really cares about it. But what I love about this place is how quiet it is if you don't make any noise. It's just all you can hear is the wind, the occasional water drop, and the bird that keeps flying around crowing. But this is what I really wanted to see when I came in here, was just this scoreboard with the vintage Pepsi logo and the school's team name and logo right there. Really dope. All this decay, but we still have the bleachers set up on both sides. It's freaking beautiful. I definitely like this more than the auditorium. See, when it comes down to it, it's just natural decay, just looks so good, and nothing really beats it. It's beautiful. Another thing that blows my mind is how clean that scoreboard is, but you turn over to this wall, and this one's just completely wrecked. Circuit board showing, everything. It's just falling apart. It's probably gonna fall off the wall at some point. So we explored this whole school. This was absolutely awesome. It's one of the coolest schools that I've been to in a while. Didn't have a ton of stuff left inside, but this theater was absolutely the highlight. The auditorium, I mean, was absolutely the highlight of this entire school. I don't do abandoned schools very often, but this one, not only is it very historic, but very beautiful to look at, very beautiful to take pictures. If you want to see those pictures of this place, then head over to the Instagram. All my links are in the description below. Speaking of that, please go and follow all of the homies that I was with here today. Josh, Rob, Max, Zack, and Jack, please. They make it very easy for me to explore these places. Not all of the time that I would be able to do this by myself. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Smash the subscribe button and come join this family. Hit that bell button so that you can be notified for when I upload a video. You'll be able to see it right away. And yeah, be yourself and go explore the world. Peace. Thanks for watching.